FHS season tickets.
Welcome back to another episode of FHS Season Tickets. I'm Nick.
And I'm Michael, and today we're going to be talking NBA playoffs. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend, starting off with ISO Joe Johnson.
This voice coming from Mike's mouth right now. I like the way you're going.
Dude, you got to make a dramatic intro to the show.
Okay.
Joe Johnson went off for the Utah Jazz, getting them the Game 4 win over your boy Chris Paul.
My boy.
Yeah.
This dude, if he loses in the first round, I
called
Blake
Griffin now, even without Blake.
Doesn't matter. They were without Gobert. The Jazz were without Gobert for a minute. Blake, I mean, I guess I give a little bit. I guess I give a little bit of a sorrow for him, but honestly, he just needs a new team at this point. I saw both Blake and Chris Paul need one, but they needed a new team 4 years ago when they assembled this team. Because this team was never going to work out. You should tell after the first or second year with that team. And he needs to get out of town. Wrong side of 30 though, so honestly don't think Chris Paul's ever going to do anything anymore. I think he's going to be a first round boot. I think the Jazz are destined to win this series, and Chris Paul should have a hard time getting in the Hall of Fame, honestly. If Terrell Owens hasn't gotten in the Hall of Fame at this point, why is Chris Paul never getting to the Western Conference Finals?
Just throwing down two different sports here.
Yeah,
I like it.
Honestly, why would he get in the Western? Why would he get in the Hall of Fame?
Do you think Chris Paul should take a pay cut to play in New Orleans with Davis and Cousins?
That would be nice. Come to the Cavs. We'll take anyone. We'll come to the Cavs.
The other thing about the Clippers, their season ended when Skip Bayless predicted them to win the title. That's when you knew
Did
that.
Skip Bayless do that? He's the dumbest guy.
So it's hard this year. It's hard to pick an NBA champion who doesn't make it out of the first round.
Why would you pick anyone other than the Warriors or Cavs?
And the Spurs. He's a Spurs fan, and he's just
he's been down. I think no, he only did that because he thinks that he jinxes the Spurs every year.
Oh
so.
Yeah.
No, that's actually why. So honestly, yeah, either pick the Spurs, but the Spurs I don't think people.
Our next topic.
I don't think. Okay, we'll get into it. I don't think people realize how untalented this team isn't as talented as it has been in a while. Kawhi hides a lot of that, plus Popovich's system, but they're not talented at all, really. Not at all.
I thought they were competing with the Cavs and the Warriors.
Yeah.
I've been saying all along,
Talent-wise,
the Spurs team was
not.
Overrated. Do you know that in the past two games, the Memphis Grizzlies are playing more efficient offense than the Houston Rockets averaged in the regular season? That's horrible defense from the San Antonio Spurs. Out of all teams to give you trouble on the offensive end of the floor, the Memphis Grizzlies do that. That's a major red flag, because even if the Spurs advance, and we're assuming the Rockets are going to advance against the Thunder, if they play defense anything like that, the Rockets are getting 130 a night easily.
Yeah.
And the Spurs aren't getting 130 a night consistently with the way they've been playing offense so far. Kawhi Leonard has been the only thing saving the San Antonio Spurs team.
Dude, Manu hasn't even scored yet in the series.
All series.
Yeah.
How much has he played?
He's played a backup role. It's Manu. That's it's a team full of former stars. For the Spurs and other teams Powell, Manu, and Tony, and then it's a team full of role players that have done really well in the past for the Spurs.
Has also been struggling too, and that's another reason why.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's not that much talent, but
guess who's stealing the show as an old guy in the series?
Carter,
baby. Yeah,
dude, he's an inspiration, honestly, for how to do it when you're older in the NBA, because he has no hops anymore. Just watching him.
He was one of my favorite players ever. As I was a little kid, I watched his highlights on YouTube. He was my dude.
Yeah, he has no more athleticism anymore. You can't say that he's still athletic at 40, but he's still getting it done. He's scoring double digits in a playoff game against the Spurs. So, congrats to him. So, who do you have winning this series now?
It's still going to be the Spurs, but I think it does go to 7 games. I think the Grizzlies do win one on their home floor in Game 6, but I was sleeping on the Spurs, but then I really slept on the Grizzlies, thinking that it would be a sweep. So maybe my original statement from throughout the NBA season that the Spurs were overrated will come true, but we'll see. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it'll go 7. I think it's going to be Spurs, though, too. But now I think we can move on to the only playoff series that is over, done with.
Well, as we're recording, because this video is going to be coming out on Tuesday, we're assuming that the Warriors are going to beat the Blazers.
Yeah.
So the Cavs, are they the worst team that's ever gotten a first-round sweep in NBA history?
Yeah, I mean, they're awful. Their defense, awful. Yeah, but the Cavs, all this talk about awful defense, awful this, awful that, all we can really see is the win column, and that's 4-0. Plus, the greatest thing about this is they have at least a week to rest, which was key last year. I think it was one of the biggest keys of the playoffs for the Cavs winning the finals was all that week of rest. So I don't think there's much to say. We weren't really surprised at any of the performances that were put on. If you're surprised at LeBron dropping 30, getting 8 assists, 8 rebounds a night, and carrying a team like everyone else is surprised about, you haven't really been watching the past 14 years of his career. Mike, what do you have to say about it?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think Cavs are right on track to get swept in the next round with what I've been hearing from the NBA media.
Washington Wizards, Eastern Conference Final.
They're going to the NBA Finals. I mean, that's just what I think. Like,
Skip Bayless will find a way to say LeBron.
People are trying to act like the Cavs and the Warriors. Like, Warriors without KD, they're not going to do good. Cavs play no defense, but those are the only two teams who swept their series. And to be honest, if the Thunder, who've been really competitive against the Rockets.
Dude, I know. It could
really
easily be 2-2.
Or 3-1 Thunder, like if they won all the close games.
Mike,
so, like,
we know that your prediction was 7 games, but hold on. It would now be 3-1 Thunder.
I mean, game 2, they were up like 14 with 2 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, but to be fair, that's what people said with the Pacers series. Like, when it was 3 games in, it was like,
I mean,
Pacers could
they
easily
should have
be
won
2-1.
game 3. Somebody said that the Pacers could have swept the Cavs. I was just like,
yeah, that's the playoff
trash that the NBA media says. They're just like, the Pacers should have won the series 4-0 after that game.
Kenny Smith was like, when they were talking about the Cavs comeback, he was like, looking at it, it should be 2-1 Pacers. I was like, how is that what you're about to say when they come back with the biggest playoff deficit?
It's just like, all they had to do, CJ Miles make the shot.
Yeah.
Game 2, I guess make a couple more threes.
Yeah.
Game 3, not choke a big lead.
That's the playoffs for you. You're going to win by like 5 games close. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, everything could be what ifs, but anyways, I guess you're going to have to have Korzema make a video about that for
what if CJ Miles made the shot?
If you want to see that happen, but Cavs, they'll be fine. Anything to really talk about in the West or East? I don't really know. Boston's coming back against Chicago. Not much going on there.
Like I said, but I said
Boston.
that while we thought Rondo was still in. So
yeah, that was because of Rondo. I feel like a lot of that was largely due to Rondo.
But the Thunder, like Westbrook, has been, I think, shooting them out of games because every single game the Thunder's teammates have shot over 5% better than Westbrook from the floor. Like, that's a big number. The Thunder are at their best when Westbrook is on the floor but not looking for his own shot. The Thunder have been getting killed when Westbrook goes into hero ball and also when Westbrook goes on the bench because nobody can create their own shot, but when Westbrook is driving and dishing, those Thunder teammates have been lighting it up almost. Guys like Andre Roberson been making it rain. Steven
Maybe you hit the gym for once. Roberson, did you hit the gym, buddy? You actually went and picked up a basketball, buddy?
Yeah, but wait. Did you
cut out those
Hacker Roberson? Slides? He shot like 2 for 8 from the free throw line.
Hack a shooting guard, guys. It's a new strategy. It is working. Hack a shooting guard.
Can you imagine if the Cavs and the Files just go, all right, we're going to touch the ball Klay Thompson?
Yeah. Because he actually was grinding on his shot. But in regards to Westbrook getting out, going out and their team suffering, reporter asked that. And I think Westbrook's
it was a legitimate question.
I think Westbrook's response was badass, though. That was pretty tight. I think that gains a lot of respect and a lot of team chemistry. Steven Adams wasn't even saying anything. He was just like...
I mean, you really think anybody in the Thunder locker room is going, Westbrook, why you shoot so much? Westbrook would, like, beat that dude up, like, bad because, like, he's so much stronger and more athletic and better than all of them. Like,
well, no, that was more of a knock on his teammates.
I mean,
that question was a knock on his teammates.
Why
are you guys doing bad whenever Westbrook goes off the floor? That was literally the question.
Yeah, but like Westbrook's just like, you're trying to make it me versus them, and like, no.
He was. He was trying to split up the team.
Yes, he was.
That's what that question will do. Like
that's like asking.
It's more conducive for Westbrook to go and say what he did.
That'd be like,
but the reporter got like knocked. that just showed how much power Westbrook has, because the dude obviously tried taking the microphone away from that reporter, and he's like, I don't want my question to be asked.
That's like
Or answered.
So what, if a reporter asks LeBron, he's like, LeBron, you guys have been outscored 3 of the 4 games while you're on the bench, like, what's
He
going
didn't ask
on?
Westbrook, though. He asked Adams.
I guess, but like, still, I don't feel like that's...
I guess. He literally said this question's for Adams.
Yeah,
I know.
Adams, yeah.
But like, I still don't think that he's trying to make separate the team, like Westbrook is claiming.
I don't think that's what he was trying to do, but I think that's what he could do.
He could easily.
And Westbrook just got the team all closer together, which was a plus for Westbrook. Thought that was pretty badass of him. But other than that, everything in the playoffs is pretty much going how we thought. Milwaukee, Toronto, I think might go to 7, and that would be awesome for the Cavs. That's like a week and a half off for the playoffs. So.
Yeah, I had Toronto in 7 in that series. That prediction is looking pretty solid right now.
Yeah, that is looking pretty nice. I think Milwaukee would win this in 7th game, though, if they went to 7.
We'll see if Giannis can take over.
Yeah.
With Kyle Lowry had a big game in Game 4, so he might be
True.
finally showing up in like his 5th year in the playoffs.
I think that's going to go to 7 for sure, but other than that, Cavs, Warriors, looking like the best teams in the NBA. Like
It's gonna be the NBA Finals.
We thought. So I hope Part 3 would be nice, and we'll see what happens. I think that's going to be it for this episode of FHS Season Tickets. See you later.